Welcome back to another
Cooking with Krissy.
Guys, I have some news. If you've been on this YouTube channel for a very long time, you will know that this is not the original Cooking with Krissy kitchen. It's a new freaking kitchen. It's a new kitchen because I've moved homes. I still have my old home, that's my home, but me and Brett decided to move into London to help with my commute. My commute was getting just so out of control. I was commuting with buttons for about 3 hours a day, and it just became just exhausting. I would work during my commute, especially if I wasn't driving, and then when I was driving I was taking meetings in the car, but Buttons hates the car, so I'd always have to get public transport, which I actually really loved because everyone got to know us and we always met some amazing people. But we decided to move to London to make it more convenient. However, I'm really struggling. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be so honest with you. As beautiful as this home is and as thankful as I am, it just doesn't feel like home, and I feel really sad. I just feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what it is, but maybe I haven't given it enough time. So I don't know if any of you have moved, if any of you are transitioning and you feel the same. I just feel like in limbo and I just need to just settle, and I haven't settled yet. And with that being said as well, I actually just came out of hospital. I have been diagnosed with chronic pancreatitis, which is so heartbreaking because I can't have some of the foods that I absolutely adore. And I've also lost a lot of weight, which is affecting me mentally because that's not what my goal is. I've worked so hard to build a strong physique and a strong mind, and then this just happened really suddenly. Brett had to call the ambulance on me in the middle of the night. It was the most unbearable pain. I never ever want anyone to feel the pain that I was feeling. My pancreas had inflamed and it had twisted over, or whatever had happened, it had inflamed to a size where it was reaching up to my lungs and it was compressing my lungs, so I couldn't breathe. So then I was diagnosed with chronic pancreatitis, and now I have to go see specialists and really check my blood work and see how we can maintain it. However, foods I cannot eat anymore are dairy, red meats, and quite a lot of gluten. So that's absolutely broken my heart because number one, I absolutely love ice cream. I adore ice cream. I adore cheese. You guys know this. You guys know how much I love my ice cream, how much I love my cheese. So I have to find alternatives, but we are in this journey together. So Cooking with Krissy today is going to be an experiment. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I can eat. So we're going to do this together, and hopefully I can help any of you who are going through the same thing as I am. So without further ado, breakfast. So, breakfast. By the way, I'm so sorry if I started my YouTube video so depressed and sad. That is definitely not what I wanted to do. Like, it's just the reality of what the hell is going on in my life right now. It just feels a bit chaotic. But these are my own issues, my own problems. However, you're here to eliminate your issues and problems and just spend the next, 20 to 30 minutes cooking with me and hopefully finding some delicious recipes. So the first thing I've started to do every morning is I make these tiny little shots. So these shots right here have ginger, celery, and a bit of pineapple just to ease off the horrendous flavor of celery and ginger together. So this is what I'm making, and I make these in a blender, and then I put them through. I grab one of these and I push it through because I can't be bothered to wash a juicer. Like, washing a juicer is absolutely draining. So I had one of these in the morning, and I bought these shot glasses on Amazon, so they were really handy. I'll pop the link in the description. I don't make any commission, but these are banging, so definitely go buy yourself some of those. So I've already had my shot this morning. So for breakfast, what I'm going to be making is, I'm still okay with egg, trying to figure out if they inflame me or not, but I seem to be okay. Like, I don't bloat on them and I don't feel uncomfortable, so we're going to keep on eating eggs until I'm told otherwise. So I'm going to make scrambled eggs, and then I'm going to make a side of coconut yogurt with gluten free. You know what's so heartbreaking? I can't have this anymore. I actually want to cry. Like, I can't have this anymore. Do you know, like, I low-key probably will have her just because it's my favorite protein powder in the world, but I can't have the amount I was having, which is just like absolutely breaking my heart. It's like tearing it apart. So vegan protein it is, but for now I'm still trying to figure it out, so I'm not even gonna look at her because she's breaking my heart. So I'm gonna have scrambled eggs and a side portion of gluten-free oats with some coconut yogurt mixed in. I'm gonna add a little bit of natural honey into there, and then some strawberries and pears. And then I'm also going to be using this dairy-free alternative sunflower butter, which is actually really, really nice. This is some great stuff. So that's what I'm going to be making. That's going to be my first meal of the day. Sasha's recording me whilst I eat in my new house. It's a really nice house, but like I said, doesn't matter where you are, you've got to make it feel like your home. And I think I just need to make it feel like my home. That's all. By the way, Buttons is with my mum and dad because me and Brett go to South Africa tomorrow. Well, by the time this is uploaded, I'll be in South Africa. So she decides to go to Grandma and Granddad. And that's why the house feels also a little bit empty without her.
It actually does feel empty.
Mm-hmm. So I've changed. The reason being is because I headed over to Westfield in Shepherd's Bush because we have a huge, massive billboard there for Tone and Sculpt for our International Women's Month. It was #WHEY. That was our campaign for this year. I've actually transitioned and my role for Tone and Sculpt is now brand awareness and creative director. That's my role for Tone and Sculpt. So you're gonna see a lot of change coming, and the reason being is because I've now stepped into that role and it's my lead role as well as a lead trainer for Tone and Sculpt. So that's my sub focus for that company. And as you guys know, Jack is the CEO of Tone and Sculpt, which is by far the best decision I ever made because he can focus 100% on actually operating the company, and I can focus on what just comes naturally to me, and that is being a trainer and also being creative. So that's why I've changed, because I want to go take a picture there, but the sun is too bright, so I'm going to go when it's a little bit darker. So I'm going to make lunch to begin with, and what we're going to make is a nice big power bowl. So I'm going to cook some chicken and a little bit of olive oil, you already know. And by the way, I got this really cute little olive oil dispenser. Love it. It's from Zara Home. I can't justify how narrow that nozzle is. Excuse me, sir. Anyway, so I'm gonna make chicken, and then I'm gonna have some cucumber, tomatoes, asparagus. I bought these to try. The flavors are melting in my mouth. I'm so excited for the beef-free pita bread, stone baked, gluten-free, wheat-free, dairy-free, vegan-friendly. I'm joking, it's gonna be so yummy. I just need to transition. And also I'm snacking on these, and I absolutely love these. I used to have them way before this trauma just happened in my life. And these are the tortilla chips from Mr. Freed guacamole flavor. These are absolutely banging, by the way. These are chef's kiss, can't recommend it enough. So without further ado, time to make lunch for me and Sasha.
go see the billboard, which is a bit of tone and sculpt. International Women's Month, hashtag we are. Oh, it looks so good.
Are you Krissy Cela?
I've been following you for years. I'm good, how are you? Nikita. Nice to meet you. We were literally just looking at the billboard. Oh, sorry.
I know, you're Sasha. Oh my god.
I was just looking at the billboard.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's amazing.
It looks really cool,
I
right?
didn't know that was you.
Wow, it looks so cool. I can't believe it.
Is that you on the billboard?
Yes, oh my gosh. It's tone and sculpt.
Dinner time. So we're gonna keep it super simple, really old school, basic ass shit. We're gonna do chicken, asparagus, and sweet potato. We're gonna keep it simple, easy, breezy, beautiful, cover girl. What I'm gonna do first is just chop the stems of the asparagus. Like literally, eating healthy really doesn't take that long. Tip number one, if you want your sweet potatoes super quick and super like ready, I always cut off one end of the sweet potato, and then what I do is I create little slits on the sweet potato like this. Then what you're gonna do is put them in a bowl, a microwavable bowl with a bit of water, and you are going to boil them for about 12 to 15 minutes, and then they should be really tender. If you want them to cook quicker, then you can cut them in half, because this big boy, he's a big boy, this one, so you can cut this in half. Oof. And then it will cook much, much quicker. And then we're gonna fry the chicken like we did for lunch. I could have actually made all the chicken all at once. Honestly, if you can bulk cook, just bulk cook. It's just so much easier, so much more convenient. Like, I just don't have time to be cooking every single meal fresh. If I can bulk cook, I will bulk cook, and it's just easy, convenient. And listen, like, not every day needs to be a fancy meal. Sometimes the simpler the better, and that's, you don't get any more simpler than that. But it does the job. It's nutrient dense, it's micronutrient, it's got your protein in, your carbohydrates, your vitamins and minerals. What more do you actually want? Right, add a bit of water, put it in this vent microwave. Bitch, is it gonna roll?
No.
Right, put it in a smaller one. You know you have to have a pre-meal meal. So I'm gonna make a cup of tea and have sticky toffee slices. Gluten-free, wheat-free, milk-free. This is gonna be the title of this video. Gluten-free, wheat-free, milk-free. So, look how fancy this is. I just gotta show you this. So I'm a tea and I'm a coffee kind of gal, and I decided to make like a little cabinet full of teas. Oh my god, doesn't that make you so excited? So my favorite tea of all time, if you really want to know, is 3 cinnamon tea. Shit, the bed. This is the best tea of all kinds, and I love Earl Grey as well. Like, if you gotta ask me what 2 teas I can't live without, 3 cinnamon tea and Earl Grey. But you know what else is fancy? All right, stepping up in this world. This sink gives me hot water.
Whoa.
Bitch, material girl. That's how I feel every time I use it. So whilst I'm cooking this, I'm gonna have my sticky toffee little cake slices and a 3 cinnamon tea. This is my new get ready with me room. Still in progress. Hashtag it's a mess. But anyway, I need to show you something. So, we're working on the first ONER Active pop-up store, as you can see, at Krissy Cela's house. But listen, new classic 2.0 at ONER Active is launching. and I am absolutely buzzing for it. So as you can see here, we have denim blue, we have fuchsia, mineral green is making, bitch, get your ass back up there. Do not disturb me when I'm trying to do a little haul. Anyways, going back to it. We've got mineral green, we've got deep dark black, not marl, but solid black, and petrol blue. So if I take you down here to the shop floor, we have new and updated tanks. So before, when we created the tanks, it was causing a lot of girls to have, I didn't really care, but I know it's a pain point for so many women, like armpit, hashtag quote unquote fat, and loads of girls didn't like this bulging area. I personally don't care. I get it all, literally I get it here all the time, and it's just part of your breast tissue. It's just what it is. But I know so many girls were so insecure about that, so we took the feedback on and we filled that gap in, so now you shouldn't have that problem. And then we refurbished the bras. Oh my god, they are so much more comfier. Guys, like, I don't think you quite understand. Are you with me right now? Do you understand? They're so much more comfy. So basically what we did, if you're on OG, you're gonna know. So normally this bit here would start here at the bottom, and it was causing so much aggravation, and women would constantly have to jolt it around, and it was scratchy. So what we did was we extended that bit completely, and then we put the binary here, and then we changed the strap so the strap now won't fray. And I went, oh my god, I went to an elastic company here in England, and I went through like a whole day field trip on why elastic frays and how to not make elastic fray. Like, it was a full-on experience, me and Sasha, when it actually blew our minds. But then we found the perfect elastic that will sustain the test of time, so I'm really happy about that. And then obviously we changed the cup to match the actual bra, and then we've also changed our logos just to be a bit more sturdy and solidified. So I'm really excited for those revamped. And then also we changed the gusset of the shorts, so now it's not that long gusset, it's the diamond shaped gusset, because I know a lot of girls didn't like that. And then we added a fake back seam just to give you the illusion of an arse, because all you little bitches like a bit of a plumped booty, so I added a bit of back seam for you. You can thank me later, right? And then I extended also just some of the designs and made them a bit more refined. We also lowered the waistband to be lower so you can hide. And now another pain point, which is the belly pouch that we absolutely all have, but I know for some women it's definitely something that they are super insecure about, so I lowered the waistband to obviously hide that area. So slight changes, the material is much more stretchier, much more softer, and yeah, I'm just so excited. It's coming on the 14th of March, and I think my chicken's burning. 2 secs. Petrol blue is one of those colors that will look good on absolutely every single skin tone, so we had a color specialist come in, and she was like showing us all these color formulas. And then I showed her petrol blue that I picked one time when I was getting my nails done. I looked over and I saw petrol blue. She was a nail varnish color, and I go to my nail tech, listen Linda, listen Suzanne, listen Tracy, can you get me that color, because I need a swab of it. Went straight back to the office, and I was like, we need to color match this. We get our little color machine, color matched it, it gave us the code and our color books, our color row book. And then I showed the color formula lady, and she was like, this color looks good on absolutely every single skin tone. Petrol blue, you've heard it here first. You're done. Now, for the sweet potato, I'm gonna add a bit of butter on top.
How does it feel to have now a normal fridge?
Why did I know you was gonna literally like out me like that? Listen, that little fridge, there was absolutely nothing wrong with her. She served her purpose. There was only 2 people in the house, like, you know, didn't need any more. We were content, we were happy with our fridge. But yeah, fuck me, it was a shit show with that fridge. So yes, now I've got a fridge and a freezer. I'm so excited to have a proper fridge. Now I can buy unnecessary things like an egg holder and random storage and a massive cake that my mum had for her birthday that I can't eat, and it's just sitting there because Brett's gonna eat it. Anyway, so this is dinner. I'm not gonna have it yet because Brett's not home, but then I'll serve it up and essentially we'll just have a mixture of everything. And then, yeah, I need to have my cinnamon tea, a little bit more of my cake. Yeah, I'll see what snack I'll have later, but so far so good. I bloated a little bit this morning. I have a feeling it was either the coconut yogurt or the eggs. I'm still trying to figure it out. So we're figuring this whole shit show together. But listen, if you're feeling disheartened or if you're like having major bloating issues, if you're having major food intolerance issues and you just feel like you don't know what to do, I can promise you right now, you are not alone. I am going through the exact same thing with you. I don't know where I'm starting. Imagine I've been training for nearly 10 years. I've been trying to understand my body for nearly 10 years. And then I get a knock on the door and it goes, no, you've got to redo it all again and you've got to figure out a whole new process. That is the epiphany of life just happens. And you can either let it control you or you can control it. So doing things like this and taking steps to try and figure it out, you know, it's the best thing you can do, but don't be disheartened by it. You're not alone. I'm going through it as well, and we're going to go through it together. So just always remember that. Okay guys, so Sasha's gone home, so I'm ending this YouTube video on my iPhone with this guy. Whoa, we're going on holidays together tomorrow, woo! So we're all packed, we're gonna go to South Africa. We've never ever been to South Africa before. Absolutely buzzing. This holiday couldn't have come at a better time. There is so much going on behind the scenes that is just a lot right now, mentally exhausting, and it's just absolutely just messing me up. And obviously I can't speak about it. It's not exciting things, unfortunately. It's actually not the best things going on BTS, but it is what it is, and I'm gonna try and push through it. But it's mentally absolutely exhausting me, and I just need this time to just refresh my thinking and my process and just everything. And I do think what happened to my body and with the chronic pancreatitis, I do think one of the causes was trauma. Like there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes with one of my companies that I just need to just kind of slow down and process things and not let it just absolutely consume me, which it has. Sometimes you don't know what the hell to do. You don't actually know where you're going to end up and you just think you're going to just lose everything. But I can promise you, so long as you just keep tunnel vision and you keep your mind clear, everything will work itself out. I hope so. It's like I'm speaking to myself. I need that assurance. But I hope you enjoyed this what I eat in a day, and I cannot wait to see you in another YouTube video. Also, who likes my royal pajamas? Whoa, I feel well posh with these PJs on. They got little white stripes. Who would have thought, lady of the manor? Anyways, I'm gonna go now. I love you always and forever, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye.